That's really surprising for me. It's
Oh, the interest things. Hope it works right now. Sorry, all.
What I was looking forward to, or out for, was actually that Chloe ban, because has been global banned every single round apart from our grand finals today, and now he's just banned out in the regular bans. I don't think we're going to see him today. Finks is going to be that first pick here. One of the best bowlers in hot zone. His slowing zone just makes it so you can
go,
dodge
man.
those
What's gonna
shots quite
choose?
easily while still collecting
Guess he
percentages
chose
for your own
Finks.
right hand side now.
This whole big
I usually
ban.
would shout for Lou or Spike
Morris.
at this point, but both of them
Ooh,
have been
Chester
banned
400.
out. Another really good bowler at the
Yeah,
moment,
we're back,
so of
man.
course, it's gonna be
Sorry
Chester.
there.
He's so good against
There was a
tanks
problem.
and
I don't know what
assassins,
problem,
and we
man.
are in the meta of tanks and assassins, so it makes a lot of sense to pick him up here.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like he's decent against everything.
Chester
like, he's never going
against
to be
Finks for
completely
now.
out the matchup. Hypercharge, super
I don't know
good,
what
super
happened
easy
last
to
time,
cycle.
and
You
it
can
just
throw down
went
a
off.
couple
I
of
don't
those at once and
understand.
just catch
Sometimes
like 1.5 people
goes
in it.
off like this.
So,
I don't know why.
I mean, I'm hoping they've got an answer to it this time.
Oh no,
That's
he just
what it is.
bull.
The thing is, if you see that Chester come
Man,
up
I
towards the
recook.
ban, you're thinking it's the next follow-up pick. There's just no way around it. And
Oh,
there are some options here. There's still
choose
time. They
someone
could go
good.
for a wall break kind of concept and
Got
idea.
Chester and
but
Bull.
I think Gale could be problematic.
Semantic
if they
chose
want
Chester
to
and
just
Boss
choose
chose
this
Bull.
opportunity to pick
I
it.
bet my friend
And I
Mo
kind
was
of feel
watching
like
this
that
because
is
he
the
was
play for
humble.
me. There are
Oh,
other
man,
options
what's
that
your
you can
favorite
could
team?
come in, but against the Bull, it's going to be really tough to make that kind of brawler work now. Ruff's going to come in for
Yeah, we're here anyways.
always a good brawler to
Ruff's
have,
another
has the wall break
time.
potential. I mean,
But this time it's Noob chose
for
Ruff.
me, it's just feeling like, again,
Thank you,
British
Men
have-
Men, for joining.
have got to answer this Bull, and they're leaving it unbanned, so I need to see more.
We need to see an answer from them, but it's the same exact strategy they had before.
Oh, what's my favorite team? I don't know. I go more with my
Gale would
friends'
definitely
team.
be one of those.
Like my
I
really
kind of
favorite
pick
that I
him now.
enjoy.
Let's see what they have
It's
come up with. On the
Totem
right-hand
or
side,
Foot. I don't
we
really
actually
know.
haven't
One of
seen
them.
Poco that often today.
And
I feel
you?
like that would fit right in.
Otis.
Into that
Okay,
right-hand
okay,
side
that's
roster here.
cool.
Otis picked up on
Andrew
the
boy,
left
come on,
side
you
now
gotta
for
be
Foot
good with
Esports.
Otis,
We
not as
have
the
at
Ruffs,
least
man.
one tank counter there, but is
He
it
sold
going
it
to be
with
enough
Ruffs.
to stop
Yeah,
that?
Michael, you're back
Yeah,
too.
I mean, the thing is, for
Hello.
me, any healer is going to be fine here. Gray's still available as well if you just want to
Oh,
TP
you
that ball
normally-
straight
you
into the mid.
normally
We saw
go with Foot. Yeah,
Novo
Foot is a
trying to do
great
that on a
team.
bit more of an open map with a lot more
There's
counters,
no way
and it still
it's
almost works.
it
So
loses to
it might
Humble.
be something that they do choose to go for. I do like the Poco shout.
I
think
just
it's
like
so easy to
messed
be able
up
to
the
throw
stream
those
today. I
skills
just
out
got
and
fast,
not really
and
miss
maybe
any of them.
that's why it
You know,
stopped.
stop the effect as well.
I ranked fast.
Shout from Sunny
No,
yet
dis-
again.
no real
Seems to be very on
description.
the draft today. And yeah, I like this
I want
combo again. I mean,
Zeta.
they've got some answers for it for the side of Foot, but I don't know if they've got
Oh,
enough.
you want Zeta to win?
Otis for me definitely is a very, very strong answer for Bull, especially with the
Want
hypercharge,
Zeta.
that additional stun, that
I
time in
bet,
which you're
man.
able
But
to
today's not Zeta
really
because
land
it's
the
Europe,
shots
you know?
and at close range. You know,
Zeta
Bull
was
can't
yesterday.
charge into
I could have streamed that.
It is a real concern.
Because
The
in my
Otis
time it was
is fantastic
3
for a pick
a.m.
for esports.
I was
You
sleeping
know,
at
I was
3
still
a.m.
with
man.
Sunny. Maybe considering that Gale would have been an option, especially with the slow on this map. It's really quite devastating for your teammates to be able to be allowed that additional
Come
time to
on,
land
man.
your shots.
We need Foot
But
to win.
at
Let's
least they
see.
got something
Ooh,
of an
it
answer,
started.
which I'm kind of happier
Ooh, I'm
with,
scared.
and not being able to
Okay.
go semantic here.
Yo, it's actually
go a
fun
long
to
way.
watch some
Especially if he's
players
just
play that.
firmly on that side
Andrew
and
boy, come
staying
on,
with
let's
him.
go.
You've got to
Andrew
try
boy's
and keep Lukey
very
away from him though, because he's
thanks.
going to be able to provide some extra heals.
Foot-
Yes, he
Foot needs to
super
win
low
this.
early on, but they're going to be able to pick up boss
Foot
before he
needs
get
to
anywhere
win
near.
this.
Keeping Poco low with that fat splatter as well, and I mean, I don't think they can ask for a
Hey,
better
don't
start.
forget to like the stream,
Yeah,
guys.
really, really solid. I'm sure Guesty
And
as
tell
well
me
will
if
be
you don't hear me
looking to
well.
break here, and we'll do so on the team
Look,
side.
Foot is winning right
Left
now.
here, which I don't necessarily mind with
Andrew
Finks
boy
as
and
well,
Noob, they are carrying
gives
the
them
match.
some flexibility to come back into the map. They have lost
The
a bit of
Otis and the
control.
Sphinx.
Narrowly
Even Gusty's not
edging
bad
towards
with
that
Ross.
50% mark.
Semantic.
Hey, was
super
it?
in hand
Oh,
here, but
they
he's
chose
backing up,
Brawler.
waiting for his Poco to re-establish himself, but just
Okay.
not really healing too much there. He
Ooh.
does go down. Boss
Thanks, man.
going to throw a super towards the mid.
Okay.
Break a bit of the grass, but
Cook that.
how in control Foot Esports have been, they're only
Foot needs to
20%
win this.
ahead, and that's a fair
Lock
amount,
in.
don't get me wrong, but it feels like it should be way more.
Yo, they're
Hype
taking
charge
the
full
zone right
place, the
now.
rough supply drops every single
Think,
member
oh
of
nah,
Foot
that's
Esports now,
super,
souped
man.
up, but not
Or
there.
that's
The
Zoo
big
Gadget,
miss,
I don't
and
know,
can't
because
really
I don't
bolt
have
through that.
Otis
The Otis pick being so good, but now look how quickly the ball is going down. And this is what I'm saying. When sometimes Foot leave the ball open, they get it right. They choose to accomplish
Okay,
so far for
okay.
me. I just don't
Yeah,
see what
Foot won,
Semantic
man.
can do at this point in time.
Foot won.
Everyone is souped up. But often, I mean, look at that. That's ridiculous.
Yo.
I mean, to be fair, Lukey didn't even heal him. I don't think I've seen Lukey heal him once throughout that
Ah,
game.
look at
So,
the humble
I mean, I
people's
don't think he's
face,
not
man.
getting the chances because
Ah,
they are
that was
getting
good.
absolutely bullied. And Semantic's getting
Come on,
destroyed
Foot,
every
come
time he
on.
goes
The
anywhere
best
near
team,
them.
bro.
But I actually don't know that I saw a single heal throughout that game, which does worry me a little bit considering that.
Yeah, very
Poco-
impressive. Oh yeah.
Good job, Mr. Hill, not getting the damage. Yeah, it's not really the biggest of damage dealers, is it? But
Michael and the man, we're going to do
where things went well for esports there was just the original setup, those starting moments, really getting that utility down the break.
Next Sunday and Saturday.
And this is the problem.
No, next Friday and Sunday. I know Saturday. I'm gonna tell you.
TP in, bish bash bosh,
Alright,
three
let's go.
members down
Second
and
round.
back on the zone.
That might be
Take
the
the
best
zone,
English
man.
thing I've ever
Humble's
heard, but I loved it.
having the lead right now.
Trying to get back into the middle now. Samantha just walking up, has the super in hand, so probably going to try and go towards Nob, I'd imagine, here and stun him out and get him on before he
What
gets
just
that super
ended?
off, and does a good job of that. Finks throws a super down on the right hand side as well, so heals coming through now from Lukey, and esports did take the lead. Semantic is really aggro, gets the heal off the gadget.
Guesty, come on.
A super down.
No,
Guesty
take the
just
zone,
back
take
him
the
up, but that should
zone,
be a kill
take the
for
zone.
Lukey. 3 quick follow-up shots, and this time looking a lot better.
Heal to boss, but could be maybe lined up against Semantic, although Semantic does heal regardless. The mute is there and he falls quite swiftly. So what the idea is for Humble really is to keep these kill cycles coming in, because if those rough supply drops continue to linger on those brawlers for esports side, then it's going to be from bad to worse. Dobbs got one, but they were able to take care of aim. We're going on super aggressive here, top right. Yeah, going to come back to nowhere. That wasn't great.
Yeah, it seemed overly aggressive at that. Hypercharge coming out. Oh, he just used
the
the
hyper,
gadget and
the
completely
hyper.
got rid of the hypercharge, I think. Lovely stuff
Thanks.
there from
Cook the
Lukey.
Poco.
And now
Bro, the
back on the
Chester.
zone, Humble. After that
Ryvx-Vyrn,
first game, I was thinking
and
they were
the
down and
Poco.
out of this set, but they're more
No,
in it than
don't
ever.
lose food, come
75%
on.
just over for the side of Humble. Not even 50 for foot, and they're just respawn cycling and running up.
Yeah, another
What did he
hypercharge,
then?
but I mean, in this
The
corner
stream,
here,
no.
he's got to find the space to heal. That's quite crucial, taking care of Lukey there. No heal popped off boss. Low HP now as well. Semantic with the hypercharge, muted out. 5% on the zone. Now for esports gather on it, but I mean, realistically here, they got to defend for their lives.
I mean, he's got a super as well. This should surely just be, you know, a bit of help from Poco. Chest around the side. Semantic just hypers on.
Oh, just
Gets
like
the
for
kills.
you,
I mean, there you
yeah.
go. That's exactly
But
what
it
needed
didn't
to happen.
actually.
Good game for Humble, that.
No,
I mean,
Humble
especially
won.
after that first, I was
No,
thinking, as I
come
said,
on,
game's
bro.
over. Go to the next set. We'll play it out in the next draft. But, I mean, it could be quite well 2-0 if it carries on like that.
Yeah, if it's just overly aggressing. Again, they need to retain these rough supply drops in play. If the player goes down, it has to reset, and then like it just has to continuously cycle over again. And Semantic
need
knows that
foot
he's
to
going
win.
really aggressive. The second that all 3 members of Foot Esports are buffed up is pretty much the second that they win this
Okay.
match, because they can then just sit back and just immediately
Okay.
eradicate Semantic.
No,
Let's see,
don't
Guesty
let
already again,
Humble
the
lead
break to
first.
hand, going on the aggressive
Take the zone.
with it, going to get that
Come on,
push,
Otis,
but
you can
leaving
do that. What are you
cover
doing?
intact.
Some
Otis
of that right
scared
wall
the
skill there.
wall.
Samantha getting
Yeah.
hit pretty hard from all 3 angles and Guesty.
Okay, cool, they have
Just
the
lined up
zone,
and
they
grabbed
have
that
the
power
zone.
up. He does have another one to provide to his teammates already, and the meteor shower rolling down just to pin this Poco up and ready to be packed up.
Go. Oh, what did I say about
Good.
Friday and Sunday?
Shots off the
Oh, I
wall.
said
Gets
Friday,
the
next
dusty
Friday and
Semantic
Sunday I
this,
will
and
stream.
there is the team support. Nice stuff there from Foot. They were ready for it, but a nice Poco super. Screeching
Go
solo
Russ.
sealed
Yes,
demise then.
for the leading
No,
right now.
he's
Leading.
having a real tough time despite playing this Otis in this match, so he needs that supply drop, gets the hypercharge. That should go a long way for him.
Semantic's
Nice
good.
shots from Lukey. Should be able to get a heal and damage
Semantic
through
is
here,
good,
and
yo.
does keep Semantic alive and in the mix, and now Boss coming back up as well. They're in a good position once more. Take the percentage lead. Guesty getting hit down and low. Angel Boy.
Go to the
HP.
zone.
Guesty still not back in the fight.
Oh man.
Let's see. Air support coming in. Semantic forces him out, and into the arms there of Angel Boy and Guesty. Boss now way out of position.
Come on.
A lovely hyper
Guesty,
charge being
bro.
there. Stuns out Lukey.
Nah,
and that's
man,
better from
Foot,
Foot.
please.
They are still behind by quite a long way now, narrowly approaching
They're
about
1-1
the same
for this
as
round.
Humble. And again, that's what I'm saying. All 3 members souped up off the back of those rough supply drops. They can't afford to get overly aggressive now.
This is
Yeah, it's
set
so
2.
tough to do anything about
This
this.
is the last
Break
match
a bit
for
more
set
of that
2.
grass in
There's
the middle
5
as well.
sets.
Semantic coming in, hypercharge
Until
pops
we're gonna
halfway.
win
Angel Boy
this. The
getting
grand
taken
finals.
down, and Lukey there with a
Monthly
heal as
for
well.
March.
Should both be out 70% when this
Each
fight
month I will
starts
try to
again.
do
Semantic
this,
going
and
forwards,
for
gets
depends
you
on the
low.
team. But
Doesn't
on
quite
summer,
go
I can
down,
do it every
but
day.
he's pinned back in spawn and can't go up. Good kill in there from Nob as
Go
well. That's going
Finks.
to allow them to
Oh,
push back
Finks
into this
cooking.
mid, but Semantic survived for so long there.
He really did,
Bro.
but then Lukey will fall swiftly
Bro,
after.
no,
This is
don't let
valuable
Humble
time for
enter in
esports,
time.
especially if they can buy
Go
Boston
lead,
this
they're
time
like
as well.
5%
Look
left
back,
to have more.
Guesty low there as well.
Just
Semantic
keep
going
that
in, knows the
5%.
time is now.
Keep that cool, no, into the
Shooting,
wall.
protect the shooter's gadget there from Lukey to ensure the
Don't.
stun is not nearly going to linger
That's
as long
the
as
simple
Semantic
as
now,
that.
who's
No.
flanking his right hand side.
Please.
Huge from Boss. Hypercharge the Chester, as we know, devastating.
Ooh, let's go.
Angel Boy poised,
Just
but
as them,
able to
just as
survive.
them.
Foot
Look at
Esports
this.
somehow
For the win,
come out
for
on
the
top,
win.
staying on the zone, and Hubble's
Yes,
got
for
no
the-
time. Semantic's
yes.
got no super, he can't go
My
in.
God,
It's going to be Foot
dying,
Esports to
bro.
claim the
Let's go.
set.
I mean, that seemed like
They're
dangerously
rage
close
baiting.
for how
They're rage
many
baiting.
kills they were getting, how good their comp was, and how
go.
fast they bullied the ball in the first game. It seemed like way too close for that kind of draft. But at the end of the day, Samantha did a great job. Luki coming through with
Next
some
time I will
good
be
gadgets,
prepared for grand
to be able to get
final,
those
so it will be
mutants off the ball and stuff like
to
that. It
do
really
it.
was a great gameplay from both of these teams, but it's just
No way they
managed them
actually
so
won
well.
that.
The 2-1 finish in this set definitely proves that it was
The
winnable.
set 2
for
has
both
for
of those
foot,
teams.
so they
Humble
are
looking a lot
1-1 in
stronger
general right
game
now.
number 2. The
There's set
Poco
3, 4, and
gadget
5 left.
even made it so Otis couldn't really stun his opponents. But somehow Foot Esports turned things around in that game number 3, Art.
Yeah, it's like, again, I'm so conflicted.
Oh,
because
you
when I see the ball left
just
open,
crying.
and
Yeah,
then we
bro.
saw in Heist,
Man,
it was just so
you
devastating
just
against
missed
Foot
a
Esports
good
in this
moment.
set.
Whole
It
Foot
worked
won,
out well
man.
for them.
They're right now
just by the
1-1.
Otis pick, I like the idea
There's
of the
stage
Poco.
3,
It didn't
set
really
3,
kind of
4,
do
5 left.
as much as I was expecting, honestly. I mean, that is a really powerful gadget. Look at Nob. I thought he was having a tough game, but in fact, he got 18 kills. I'm not sure that he was just kind
Let's
of
see who's
kill
gonna
stealing
win.
there, or that he was going to town. But I think that he had his work cut out from either way.
Guesty also with 516 DPS. Maybe Otis was better than Gale in the end. Maybe they do know ball and we don't.
I hope your brother
What is actually super interesting
not
to me,
disturbing you too
Foot
much.
Esports is leaving ball
Yeah, Michael, Foot got
more
this.
open way more often than any other team so far. Team Heretics made it super close against Foot Esports. They picked up ball twice. Guess if they lost or won these 2 sets.
Oh,
They've
they're
only lost
playing
to
right
it
now?
from that first set that I can remember. But then every time they played with Heretics, they
Come
left
on,
it open and were
Foot.
able to still
Yeah,
get the
let's
win.
go,
So,
man.
I mean, they seem to have an answer for it more often than not. That's the thing. And I
Oh,
kind
they
of
started
feel okay
10
with that.
seconds, I guess.
It still feels a risk to me, though.
It
Like,
is.
it always feels like a risk to leave that brawler open, but they are managing it well, don't get me wrong. And, you know, if that's their game plan, then, you know, it's worked so far.
They seem to know exactly what to do against him because, as you just said, they win more often than not if they play against a bull. So maybe you don't want to pick
You
a
want
bull
this
against Foot Esports. That's the huge
plushies
mistake. At
in the
least
case?
it's what
Yeah,
made
bro,
Team
they look
Heretics
good.
lose in the end. Let's see on our next map how it's gonna go. I'm super excited
Let's
to
go.
see. Yeah, a super close final, and so far it's on a 1-1. So that's exactly what we want to have.
They look good,
I
bro.
mean,
the
we
plushies.
want this to be close. After 2 semi-finals that were both going to 3-2, incredible
You too,
games.
man.
We
Me
don't
too,
want
bro.
a
We truly
walkover
want
in the
that.
grand final.
I
We
really
want
want the
it to be
big
close,
spike.
especially between these 2 teams, because it just looks to me like. You know,
Let
these are
me
gonna be the
see
2
exactly how they look. Wait.
Yeah, I feel like for me, you know, Humble can
I actually
certainly lead
want-
teams
I
to
actually want the
this,
Rico one.
this month. I feel like
Yeah, you do the
there's
Rico,
just
man.
a little bit
Same.
of baiting going on.
Spike
with
looks
esports,
great too.
and they
All of them
sort
looks
of
great.
play into that. I feel like though, if they don't pick Brawl and is left on the table for esports in that final moment to pick, they're going to pick it up as well. So they're kind of in this really tough spot where it's decided a lot by that coin toss as to which way this
The
goes.
Rico is
We're
what I
gonna go on
want.
Beltrock next. I would
Same
be
here.
surprised if we would see a bull there.
Hey,
Maybe.
cut it out. Never
Maybe
know.
this time it's actually
I
Foot
want the
Esports
Rico.
picking him up. Who knows? Daryl was one of these brawlers that we haven't seen too much today, also yesterday.
Man,
but
and
if
Michael,
he shows up, it's
thanks
gonna
for
be
joining, man.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
so
Daryl's
happy all
popped
of
up a couple of
you all
times
are
and actually
there.
done all right. You kind of need
Next time I need to use hashtags as I did.
Once,
With that, we
and then,
reached 100 views on our first
other
stream.
ways of support at different times. I can't remember what it
But
was.
yeah, it's cool.
Like it does seem to be working in knockout. You know, you get those 2 rolls, you go onto an opponent, and you do a good job. Ollie had some moments, you know, hypnotizing him, stopping him in his tracks, but eventually it always just seemed like he could just somehow overpower that hypnotize and still get close to him and get the kills.
You know, Ark, as strong as these buffy brawlers are at the moment, maybe you don't
Knockout.
need buffies
Ooh.
necessarily to be good in the meta. Proven by Mina, Daryl, as we mentioned.
Oh,
there
I'm
are many
scared
brawlers that
that
are
Foot
really
will
good right now, Chester
lose
as well,
this.
who don't have their buffies yet. That's actually quite nice to see.
Yeah, RT as well, big one for me that, you know, is just
The
really causing
typical
problems. Banned out though.
looks
I like to see that from
hilarious.
Humble as well as the
Bro, they're so
Ziggy,
tiny,
the
like,
kits, I think as we already
they can
discussed,
say
the
they are
Rico,
buffies,
as well
man.
as the Glowy and the Leon.
Okay, let's see
bans for me
who
all
they're
round.
gonna
Andrew
choose.
potentially open here. I feel like the Gus as well could play a vital role. You know, it's with the Mina ban not necessarily going to carry as much weight.
Pierce.
Pierce have come through,
Ooh.
but Humble makes a
That's gonna be
ton of
rage
sense
bait in
here
this
as well.
match.
Gene, of course, pretty flexible, could come through as well as brawlers like Byron in the right kind of pairing.
This
We already
is gonna
mentioned
be
it
rage
so many
bait.
times today. Luki's just a menace on this brawler, so leaving
Semantic
Pierce open on an
trust
open
Pierce.
map like Beltrock basically can only mean one thing, namely that Humble is actually going to pick him up. First pick here for them on the left-hand side now. As you already mentioned, Art, there's still a ton of long-ranged snipers open. Gus, Byron, with a little bit more support.
Gene.
Gene does the same thing, and
cool,
it's actually also one of
okay.
the brawlers you mentioned. Gene
Actually,
has always
a very
been
good
super
pick.
strong in knockout because it's a guaranteed kill once you have your super.
Yeah, well, we think
Get
that
you,
sometimes, but it
Gene.
quite often goes the other way. Either you miss it or they kind of get just destroyed. I think we saw a Gene pull earlier into it, like It was with a Shelly next to him and he still managed to die. So, see that's the case. Ruff's going to come in here as well. I like that combination. Especially because a Ruff's into a Gene placed in the sandbag is going to be able to tank so many of those pulls. So I like that as a pairing, and it definitely leaves a good amount open for a third pick to round it out.
It's good. Is it Humble Peaks right now?
Let's see how
Peaks someone trash.
It's definitely a good starting hand, but often you kind of see that kind of PSP paired with Ziggy, which is banned out by themselves. So let's see which way we want to take this. Certainly, I mean, Grey is a possibility here. I mean, it's not really been.
Sprout.
Okay, that's.
Oh,
I mean, you kind of want to pair it now with the Grey, realistically here, because I mean, if you leave that one open, then that's
I'm sorry, guys,
real,
for the
real problem.
thing that happened.
For esports do pick it up. But Sprout can be great. I mean,
Happens
it's not
sometimes,
a bad brawler, but at this stage of the draft, it's definitely a risk.
Yeah, what you
Could
gonna do?
combine it
That's
here with
fine.
Ollie as well to have something for the long game. RT usually my pick, but he's banned out here. Ollie is something that also has shown up quite often today. On the left-hand side then, Brock would be my pick. You want to open up the map against the Sprouts, and if they do pick up an aggressive
Okay,
brawler
Sprout
on the right
gonna
side,
cook.
they don't,
Yeah,
then
man,
Brock would
Sprout
definitely
is
be the
gonna
play.
cook.
Still think Brock would be quite good, but now into Byron and Pierce, it's a bit too much range, so maybe they go with the thrower themselves.
I mean, yeah, they can do. I also just wouldn't mind kind of
Byron, I hope
Sprite
Sprite doesn't kill. I hope Sprite doesn't cook, man. Otherwise, Foot have a big chance to lose. Brock. Okay, good pick, good pick.
More aggressive units when there's so much ammo down, super cycle.
Yeah, but Byron's gonna rage bit. He's gonna just heal Sprout and Pierce is gonna
and you can't blame them for it.
like,
Yes, they're going to struggle against
from range.
Byron and Pierce at range, but at the same time,
and Sprout is gonna like use walls to destroy the other team on the other side, but Brock can break that if you don't have very
punished enough
Sprout.
on this Sprout, but I mean,
And
let's
can
see
go
how
inside.
this will fare, but,
So
I
Ruffs
mean,
can
it's just
like attack to the wall so it bounces off. And what else we got here? Gene, yeah, Gene can bring someone.
Gives themselves more maneuverability, which I quite
Okay,
like.
let's
Nice,
let's
interesting
go.
star power there on the Ruffs, bringing in the field promotion. Quite like it, some more HP over time.
Scared.
It's going to mean that Humble going to
I'm
have to really
scared of
start
this.
to try to force the motion. Here's the more time that passes, the stronger.
Yeah, that's a good choice. To pick Sprout, for real, man. It's gonna be
Slow
raging.
though, and that could have been deadly if Nob didn't back him up there and stop the Pierce from
Is Sprout
aggressive
still
up the
strong
map.
as before?
Boy, just taking this matchup against Sprout, he doesn't mind keeping
Hey,
him at
someone
range,
know they
peppering him
joined.
down,
Hello, Rush.
and just slowly get this
That's
super. It's
true
definitely
now,
going to be a
man.
slow
You
one
can-
when he's just using these long-range shots, but eventually he'll
Man, you
get
can
there.
see them.
Look at how well Getsty
Michael,
is
what do
staying
you
within
mean?
that range limit and
Oh,
just
the
trying
messages.
to outstay as well against this Byron. It's
Wait, what?
really,
Let me
really
refresh,
close
let me
this
refresh.
duel he's having with Boss here. Trying with the Rocket Fuel to get that connection. Meanwhile, Semantic very safe and sound behind this wall until Angel Boy can have a magic hand.
Oh yeah,
Never
Michael,
got
I can
much of an
see
answer
your
for it.
messages right now.
Well, super available
Hello,
now
Rush.
from Getsty as well.
How you doing?
Throw that over the top of the wall, so might want to rocket fuel down
I
this
just-
Sprout's covering.
I see your messages, Michael, right
Smacked by
now.
a meteor.
Brock,
Byron
cook
coming
this.
in, goes for
Brock,
the
come
splash,
on, you
actually
gotta
misses
cook
it, but
this.
gets
Go,
the
Brock.
super misses over the top as well. He's not going to burn down. Still a
They're gonna win,
2v2
they're gonna win,
full
let's
comes in
go.
to Lukey,
No
and
way.
Semantic throws a wall.
No way.
The two of them
No way,
need
no
to
way.
try and
Oh,
avoid
they
this
are
and
going
let the
to
gas
win.
burn him, but it's actually Angel Boy who'll just go around the
Yes.
flank and get a really nice kill. Good move there.
What's everyone doing with the child? I'm
And
doing
Flip
well.
did so
I'm
well
doing
in
well.
that round, honestly. I mean, really staying so
Rush,
cautious
hope
on
you
those
enjoy the
ranges.
stream.
Guessing now the top
Yeah,
break.
they are
The
live.
fuel onto that wall means that the Sprout is going to be a little bit more delicate and exposed.
Rush,
And
you're
Ludo
with
coming in
Humble
to
or
support
with the
this
Foot?
right-hand side for that very reason. The Ruffs
Yeah, keep
air
winning,
support
man, keep
will
winning,
Make
Foot.
Humble have to
Let's
separate
go,
themselves
Foot. Yeah,
out.
let's go, man.
Continuous breaks from Guest, trying to give himself the best chance. Magic hand pull, a Sprout
No,
wall, but Semantic
no.
and Humble come out on top as quickly as that. It's a 3
man.
versus 1.
Yeah, well, as I said, sometimes the pulls can definitely hurt you a little bit, and I think that was one of the cases.
Oh, no,
Semantic,
cook, bro.
I
There's
think
no
he got
point
his
in
super
using
whilst he was
hypercharge.
being pulled in, so it was a little bit unfortunate for him, obviously, as well, but super nice
at
there.
that. He poked
Gets
his
the wall
face, man.
down and blocks that one off. So
He's happy, but he's
still,
hiding
obviously,
that.
one more round to go, but a little bit more break coming in from
Come on,
Getsy, and he
Foot,
has a
lock
hyper super with him.
I feel like that will be something which, when the Buffy comes to Gene, that will be addressed. I feel like the amount of times that it can be detrimental to actually the very thing that you're trying to earn in terms
Dang
of that
it.
utility. Let's see now. Can Humble secure
No
this?
good,
Hyper Charge to Guesty
no
does get a really
good.
nice
Yeah,
look
but
boss.
we're
Boss
all
able
sad
to heal
about
himself so well at the back of things. Guesty low on the left-hand side is forced to
Yeah,
heal.
that was
Boss
a
trying to find the
bad
connections
pull
and
by
does
Gene,
so
for
as
real,
well.
man.
Gonna keep him that way.
Hey, yo, go
Spot
trading
down for Foot
at
Esports.
the game like me, man.
Hyper charge just to get the extra pace and try evade some
Let's go.
of these
No,
Sprout
no, no,
shots.
no,
There's
no,
the
just
super
dodge that,
from
bro.
both the Sprout and the
Don't let
Pierce
Byron-
try and get him down,
No,
but he
no,
actually
don't
evaded them
go
both quite
there.
nicely.
You're gonna
Burning
die.
now, and that's a lovely splash coming in. Guess
So
he
that-
should fall,
what
and so
did I
Angel
just
Boy does
say,
on the
man?
right.
Flip
Nob
lost.
left all alone and Semantic
No.
will come and deal with him quite quickly. There's the first game in knockout.
Oh, it's first game. Okay, I got
and
scared. I
think
got scared.
so
This
with
is
how they
first
played.
game, man.
Yeah, Boss
Come on.
honestly is doing so well in this match.
Yeah, we're foot lovers, I guess.
dancing on
I'm
that
foot
left-hand
lover,
side lane,
Nene's
guessing more
foot
than
lover,
not,
Michael's
but
foot
that
lover,
was just
and I guess
disgusting
Rush
towards
is
the
a
end,
foot lover
and
too.
keeps the pressure on, especially with the gas coming in. You know, what can you do? You haven't got the time to heal, and everyone just dropped like flies. On the side,
Destroy
then,
the humble
some
foot,
learnings
come
to
on.
take in, and this Brock, despite breaking so much of the map, is just not really doing that much.
Yes, finds a couple of nice shots early on onto Boss here. And
I
he's been having a bit of a difficult time. Yes, he helps his teammates, powers them up,
pops out
but at the
sometimes.
same time, like he's got range on no one. Even when the map's broken up, Sprout's going to probably do a better in a 1v1 matchup
Yo,
against him.
thankfully sending hearts in the
He's not been
stream.
having the best time at all. Vyrn down to one shot there, and Guesty just going to break that little cactus.
I think I should go
within the
live
unbreakable
on
walls.
TikTok too.
I think it gives them a
Set
bit of a
on
better
on YouTube too. I will try to do that next time. Next week. Next week gonna be
Well,
prepared
better
for
start
stream.
for me,
Always
really
prepared.
pushing deep
Sorry for
and
this
pushing
time.
back
I'm
across
always
the
not
left-hand
prepared
side,
and
and
it's
Guesty's
messed
gonna
up.
be
No much
really
views because
scrutinised,
it's
and
messed
Luke now
up.
helping hand things, and there you
It's
go.
not-
The
it's just
magic
first
puffs on the
time.
G really are
Big
needed
problem,
there
you
for
know?
Major Boy to keep him alive. Meanwhile, that right-hand side lane is lost
I
by
bought
Foot
food
Esports,
from
not
before.
full. Now Humble should make this easy
0-1, yeah,
pickings,
that's
and there
sad,
you go.
man.
It is just rinse and repeat. Nothing
And this
Angel
match,
would do now.
they lost too. Look at this.
It's just the Roughs can do
Bro.
nothing no matter what. Like he's just hung out to dry. Yes, it's a 2v1, but it's not like Foot are winning the other 2v1, so there must be some level of a
Foot,
pinch
you
in there. But
can't
not
do
just
this.
constantly left on his own. When it's like this,
That's
it's like,
tragic.
you can't outrace the Pierce,
Come
can't
on.
outrace the Sprout, he's going to get pinched in. It's just so hard
Win this
for Foot to do
round.
anything here.
Like I said, I just felt to myself like they just didn't punish this Sprout pick enough. I mean, you know, normally when you see a Sprout, you think grey, but it's just one of those borders that's escaped the meta somewhat recently, and
Ooh,
this
the
therefore kind of left a bit
jeans. All of them
redundant.
are dodging.
The Brock was their call. It was the third and final pick by Foot, and it's kind of been more that left-hand side lane on the Byron side, and like I
They
said,
might
the Ross
lose.
can't go
Yeah, there's a
I
chance
don't
they
mind,
lose,
I
but it's
don't
not
mind
over yet.
the Brock for the
Even if
breaks,
they
but
lose this
a Gene
match,
at range, not
there
going
are
to
2
do too
sets
well.
left.
It's just, yeah, he's got extra range, but it's not dealing massive damage. Big shots
But
coming
if
in
they
now from
lose
Luke,
this match,
hitting Guesty as well.
like
Gets
another
slow onto
2
him.
matches,
Angel will find the pull, and Luke
and
just
they will be
caught
left
at
only
max
set
range.
5, that's
Gives Foot
over
a bit of a
for
chance here, but Semantic coming in, wants to try and punish this. Is very low, might need to use this
Not
wall and getting
think
healed up by the Byron
negative,
eventually
that's a
keeps him
good
in the
point
mix,
for
but
you,
Boss
man.
will now be the one punished, surely.
Nice there from Nob, and ideally they want to be able to give as much over to the map, yeah, in terms of breakage as they can. And Angel Boy, most importantly, does have a magic hand for this next round.
Let's
And
go.
You can see what a game
Okay.
changer it really was
Good.
to eradicate
Cooking.
that Sprout, to free up Nob, to allow Nob to then really put the pressure on from that right-hand side. They got to do it again.
Yeah, Gene power provided, but it did seem like that win was kind of just like a tiny bit of a tile that allowed Angel Boy to hit that pull again, and I doubt
Yay,
it's
man.
definitely going to hit a pull. Lukey will make the same mistake
Let's
again
go.
and move that little tile too forwards, but the hyper charge for Guesty as well, providing that speed, going to be so good for dodging the Pierce and the Byron to get up to.
A nice wall from Semantic, just to break that bush. Allows Angel Boy nowhere to
Come
really
on.
go. Guesty opening
Come
up
on,
the left-hand
Foot.
side, so he's got
on.
somewhere
Win
to
this
escape to
round.
when things get hairy. Now,
And
Guesty
they're
with
gonna be
hypercharge,
1.5
therefore Ross
and
keeping
1.5.
his distance, and Semantic's going to have to duke around this air support coming through. But Angel Boy needs to
If
find
they win, we're
Semantic.
gonna
He
stay
is
set
the key
3.
person that they need to eradicate. Semantic just seemingly too savvy
Ooh, Foot
towards
is
it.
cooking. Yeah, Foot's cooking. Let's go.
There's
Let's
the
go.
ball
Let's
from
go.
Angel Boy,
Good
hits
back,
that,
good back.
Vengeful Spirit comes out,
One
Luke's
kill
still
for
alive.
the Pierce.
Cross being placed down onto him now,
No.
Byron coming in with the hyper, that should see Guesty's demise and does 2v2 here.
Ah, we
And
are
Nob,
whole
this is
hype,
where I'll
man.
start to
We're
come into
all
his own when the
stressed.
gas is pushing them
W
in, and he
foot,
takes
W
these
foot.
closer range
1-1
matchups.
at
Pierce
0-1.
hitting a great shot.
Yep.
Ammo bouncing back towards him as well, and Boss
Come
finding
on.
no
Come
connections.
on.
Nob slowed
Come
down.
on.
Pierce can't still
Yes.
get it.
Oh,
And
let's
Boss
go. Let's
just
go.
stood in the gas.
1.5,
not going to be able to
1.5
find the
each one.
kills, and Foot actually answer back with a game.
Let's go.
And that was such an important
Ah,
round for Humble to
boys,
secure.
no.
It would have been a
Yeah,
set.
2v2.
I mean, if Boss had
Win.
had a splash, maybe something could have
I'll
been
be
done.
right
but,
back. I got
you know,
to go eat
it
dinner.
really comes
Okay,
down
you
to
can-
this,
Bro,
this
you can
Sheen
eat
versus
dinner and
Sprout
watch.
for me. And, you know, I
like
was
my
thinking
stream if
that
you want.
maybe Semantic was
Because,
savvy
we're
to it.
in
He
the stream
immediately, as
when
I
it
said, he got
finishes
pulled
all the
in
sessions,
for the
like
second
in
time.
30,
If
40
Angel Boy
minutes.
can get that magic hand and free up that lane, this could easily turn into a set now for Foot Esports. But this is where
Have a
things
good
start
time,
to
man.
really count. These opening moments when the map is really shaped and catered
W.
towards Semantic.
Yes,
As
W.
time goes on,
W's in the
game
chat.
seems to
Type
go
W
against
in the
it.
chat if you're with Foot.
Yeah, I mean, the entire game just like resting on Angel Boy's head with that pull is huge pressure for him, especially with something so difficult
Let's
to
go.
hit anyway.
Another time for
Knowing
this
you've got
match
to make
too.
that connection makes it even harder. A few walls coming down here and there now.
W,
Guesty
W,
gonna be
W.
brought to one
Let's
shot, and he
go.
does have a splash.
It was
He
Foot.
knows if Boss comes to his range, he will be able to take him
Kill
down.
the
Healed up a little
Sprout.
bit, but followed up with the rocket fuel fuel again.
Oh, the Brock was about to die.
Guesty, gotta be so cautious. I mean,
Bro, how
Boss
is this
tapping
dude like
away,
dodging the attacks, man?
pushing himself
Can I
forward, has
understand?
the rocket rain, but there's also a splash hill available for Boss. Pops the gadget as well in the arm. Let's see
Ooh,
now.
no,
as
no,
Boss
no,
scrutinized
no,
the
Rush,
air,
come
one
on.
move, and he would go down.
Perhaps
Depending
okay.
on these magic
Ooh,
pass,
Jin
but the
has
gas
the
now
one
coming in
to
will
look.
force the hand of Foot Esports
That's a
here.
good one.
Humble are in a
Brock,
good
what
position.
the-
Now with Lukey piercing
Bro,
through these
Brock,
walls.
what the
The
fuck?
Sprout falls, Semantic falls. It's 2v1
Brock is
now,
still
and
a great
Aimboy
out.
and Nob are in a
What is
fantastic
Brock
spot,
doing?
but
Okay. Yes!
it's not impossible for Lukey.
I know
Regardless,
round.
he will
And
fall.
Foot is leading.
And that is the round going the way of Foot.
No
Angel
way.
Boy picked up the super along the way as well, which is going to be a
This
big,
is
big
crazy.
help. Semantic doesn't want to be too overconfident on this right-hand side. Yes, he's got some walls, but also Angel Boy with a pull can be so punishing if he steps out of line.
Well,
Now,
I like
power up as
watching
well,
this
dealing
sport.
more damage.
Foot is
having a
leading
bit
to the
more
win.
HP. Guesty,
Foot is leading to the World Cup, man.
It's the best position when you...
Even Michael's happy
Angel
here.
Boy moving forward. Oh, beautifully done. Oh,
No
and
way.
Guesty to follow up. It's just disgusting.
No way.
And as quickly as that,
No
Foot
way.
Esports
They're
are
cooking.
bang in front in the driving
Look at
seats.
this.
Nothing Lukey's going to have to do here.
Yes.
It's going to be another set going the way of Foot.
That
Crazy.
losers.
Beautiful stuff. Realistically for
Losers,
me,
man.
that was a humble set. That one round to determine it gave the momentum back over to Foot, and now you gotta feel like this could be wrapped up in the next set.
I mean, for me, that was just absolutely crazy. What a pull from Angel Boy. Max range, and he hit a couple of those as well. Lukey at max range,
W
Semantic
foot,
at max
yeah.
range. It just changes
W
the
foot,
tides
man.
of the match. They had full position in Humble in that game as well, and it's just so quickly flipped on its head. Really nice stuff. But Humble, they played a decent game too, but a couple of missteps just cost them so much.
Ooh, the
Foot
hyper
Esports
was
takes the
good.
lead here,
a
2-1
good
overall
use. This
so
is
far.
replays,
But
don't worry.
once again, it just
Bro,
proves that
losing then
Foot
Humble
Esports is
then.
not as far ahead anymore. Super, super close games here. They took this set in a 2-1 series in the end. And against Team Heretics, it was kind of the same.
The hyper
Heretics
was
at least
crazy,
won
and this
a
one
game
was
in
too
each of the
crazy
sets
too.
that
Look at the bar.
Foot won in the end.
Yeah, it's now really a tough situation for Humble because I feel like they probably themselves thought like that was going to go their way. I mean, look at that. I mean, as soon as Angel Boy initiated things with that magic hand, I mean, everything else just followed. But, you know, being one round
Angel
away
Boy,
and then just
no.
coming short, I mean, and rightly so, Foot punished them.
W
Angel Boy,
Guesty, yeah.
10 kills on that Gene pick.
Guesty actually
and it's the
cooked
Bros
with the
does
hype.
not pack any
But the
DPS
other match,
really,
it was
nothing to write home about, at least.
bad, bro.
So, honestly, that was quite an amazing game from him.
So back-to-back win here from Foot Esports. They take 2 sets in a row. Again, though, both of those sets have
2-1.
been won in a 2-1 series. Humble at least took some games off of their hands.
Ooh,
In
you
the
have
last
the
monthly
set
final, it
4
was
and
a
set 5 left.
3-1 overall. Trev, your call here. Is it going to be
The
a
last
3-0
game's
for Foot
gonna
again?
scare us.
Or does it mean
Because if Humble
these
wins
close
the set
matches
4,
that
we're gonna be
Humble still can
2-2.
turn things around
Then
at
the
this
last set was gonna win
They
it.
can
Or
absolutely
if
still
Foot
turn it
wins
around.
this
I
set
genuinely
number
do think
4,
that set
it's
was
guaranteed
decided
Foot
by
1, man.
those 2 missteps where
Heist.
Lukey was pulled and Semantic was pulled. And it's so easy
Saves
to just
on map.
not over-aggress in certain situations
Star
and turn this
Rail,
game
main
around.
gate
So
stage.
I do feel like Humble's still in it. I feel overall, as my prediction said, that Foot should win this matchup. But I'd love to see it go to a set 5, and I wouldn't mind Humble
Foot
winning
gonna
it. My
cook
predictions
this.
have just hurt that little bit more.
We're heading over to safe zone now. We're on Heist, and Foot Esports can technically close
Okay,
things out
2-1
here.
or now,
Chloe banned
2-1,
once
chat,
more.
everyone.
He's basically still global banned in this series as well. Chuck on the right-hand side, that's an interesting one. A brawler that we see
Mr.
often
Praise
open
God
at this point
answered.
because he's just not that good in the meta. Only really played on Heist, if ever. Penny on the right-hand side picked up here. Pretty solid brawler, but also not one of these that we see too often, Art.
Just surprised not Pierce. I mean, it's Humble with, with the coin toss, and then they go for Penny. So, I mean, they are fully within their rights to do so, but it's just kind of interesting that it's
You're not allowed.
Bro,
Yeah,
points
it's
to
Humble.
win.
But here, Eve can have
Rush,
a
is
very
Foot
good
your
game. I'm
favorite
kind of
team, by
worried
the
as
way?
well for the prospect of
Okay, Semantic chose
the
Penny.
Kaze,
Okay, that's cool,
The
this one.
Melody, the Chuck being banned, it opens up a lot of possibility. There it is as well for Foot Esports. It's just so dangerous.
Gaze, okay.
It's kind of disgusting, really. But Eve making a bit of a comeback
Guess to choose
in moments
Gaze.
like this. It's kind of interesting to see that EMEA have been
Of course, Foot is
favouring
the
it more,
GOAT.
so especially
Yeah,
the Angelo
man.
ban.
Foot is
It does
the
provide some options.
biggest
but,
goal ever.
feel
I
for
don't know
me,
what's my
you know,
favorite
I
team
did like the
actually,
collect we saw
Foot or
yesterday here.
Tottenham, one of them.
It's possible now with the amount of bans that we're starting to see, but I'm
Oh,
really
you're
kind of looking
Muslim?
towards Pierce next.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Pierce is a
I
great
have
shot
no
for me. It's
problem with
surprising.
that.
Like, a penny is fine for me. I don't mind it massively, but first pick, that surprises me.
Yeah, I
Byron
couldn't
comes in
study
then,
Muslim because
to provide some heals. And when you've got something as aggressive
Alhamdulillah.
as the Kaze and still an option to go aggressive again for the third, I don't mind the Byron. So I think that's a pretty solid pick overall from them.
Byron
can't really
for
fault
Noob.
for it, but, you know, I think there's
Noob choose Byron.
you know, still better mids. I like a Bell, I like a Pierce, those kind of brawlers who are just a bit more versatile.
We threw a lot of names in the mix here already. Pierce and Melody definitely waiting for them to be picked up
Who's
next
gonna
year by the
choose
side of
next?
Humble. Again, Pierce just the brawler for them today. Maybe Carl could also
Yeah,
make a
Baron's
showing.
good.
Pretty good
Pierce,
on
I'm not dying.
heist overall. Spike, but yeah,
Boss
so far
chose
they're
Pierce.
following the script arc.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just wondering whether they go for the Melody here, because if they don't, then kind
You
of
got
the
this,
Byron,
yeah.
Kaze and Melody who's a nice pairing as a trio. Yeah, they kind of have to.
Melody,
Otherwise, the Byron can just
okay.
kill the Melody forwards and the Kaze and just like spend the whole
Look at
time
your
behind those two
Melody.
brawlers. So I'm not sure that was kind of Humble wanting to establish themselves with the brawler pick or just take it out of the hands of Vyrn.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Melody's it's a good brawler no matter what you pair it with. You don't necessarily need the heals, I don't think, for it to work. A hypercharge, a gadget, get the shield, and you can rain down so much on safe. But it would have been nice to pair with this
Amber,
more aggressive
okay,
composition.
okay.
We're going to see the Amber who's going to be able to track that Melody
Come
a
on,
little bit
if
better.
Foot
Have the
wins
same effect as well with those dancing
this
flames.
the whole
to be
set
able to
4,
maybe take her
even
in that
if
1v1
they win
situation
the
to
set
have
4
the
and they
kind of
lose
same
the
effect
set
with
5,
a bit of a
Foot
different
is gonna win by 3 too.
Amber's definitely an interesting one. We
Come on,
haven't seen
Foot.
her today yet, I think.
Lock in.
On high
Humble's scared right now.
specifically, she's
Humble's
picked
scared
up
right now.
Not that often,
Even they
but has a
equal-
whopping
even they, like,
86%
will
win
be
rate over the
equal.
last week of scrims. I know scrims don't really matter.
Or
okay,
even
there
Foot wins.
I go,
No.
throwing
People
around
say they
stats
don't
again.
matter, but they absolutely
Guys,
matter.
They matter, but not to
Actually-
the extent anybody thinks.
Actually, it's just Trav
Oh,
saying
I'm
they don't
stressed,
matter,
man.
so there's that.
And
But yeah,
Foot needs
Ember,
to
an
look
interesting
in
one
on
for
this.
me. I'm super excited for this next round. I'm kind of hoping for Humble to take this. I want to see some more of those two teams.
Well, into the game we go. Kaze
Okay,
instantly
it started.
dashing
It
up
started,
and switching
man.
forms to get a bit more range. Pinching is
If
not
Foot lose, I will delete my
trying to
channel.
find those
I trust Foot so
vital
much.
connections.
Bro,
Gets the
don't
play on the
delete
right
your
side,
channel,
not
man.
pushing
They
up just
put
yet, just trying to
content
keep
or
Semantic
something.
back and limit the feeding.
Let's see, Angel Boy.
You have.
Trying to get some value on this left-hand
You
side.
trust Foot so much.
Not now. Squeezing around into that mid-area, finds Boss as well.
I trust Foot too, but
Each side playing quite
That's
passively.
risky
to
what
open things
you're
up. I think
doing
that's
right now.
okay. under
let's see.
circumstances.
Hope it wins.
Semantic looking to
Foot
really establish
win, let's
his
go,
turret early
win.
on and Angel with some great taps
Make
here
us
as well.
happy for it.
Now he's a real threat.
Yeah, he probably will
Oh,
go
no,
down
the
here.
cave,
Boss
man.
going
Oh, no,
forward,
Foot's
try and get
gonna
some
be
damage
good.
onto the safe, and a good amount of that as well. Might be able to get this crack here.
Go.
And surely will and does
Please.
just there. Semantic throws out a few shots, gets some splashes, but unfortunately for him, Angel Boy was invulnerable, and so was the safe.
Semantic on the left-hand
Getting
side,
my-
dancing
oh,
with
that's
Guesties,
something
giving
else, yeah,
a trade.
that's
It's
something
that
else.
close. And now, Angel Boy trying to make this moment count as everyone's fallen, allows them to get into a
Or
position.
just don't bet,
As the
man.
Fanstorm bang on the safe, and now scooting forwards as well to try to get even more damage. Goes down quickly though.
Let's go, let's
Humble
go,
is savvy
Foot.
to it.
Let's go.
Yeah, gets to
Smack
Burn on
the
safe
eyes.
as well. A couple of follow-up shots from Nob should be able to get this
More
first
damage,
crack
more
down, but at the
damage.
moment hasn't
Humble's
gone for it. Boss
leading
dancing
now.
in and out with those dashes, and
Oh, no,
lovely
bro.
Pierce super or clean up the other two. Brilliant from Lukey once more, and they're going to add some more damage to the
Yes,
safe. Shouldn't be able to get the
it's
second
so
crack just yet,
easy.
but with the penny turret, it might just trickle down.
This is the thing with this penny turret
If
is like
Foot lose,
safe
I'll
is
not play
cracking and the
Roblox
turret
for
can
months.
effectively
I
do
hate
it for you.
Roblox.
Boss low
You hate
HP does
Roblox?
not use the hyper charge. That
Actually,
was the correct move. He was going to fall regardless.
I used to play it so much
Now,
before.
Guesty burns
In
this
summer,
round side. I
this
think it might
summer,
be better to maybe
2025,
leave it and force
I
Semantic
played
into the
it
mid,
so
but
much.
regardless now for esports take a bit more control
In
mid
1 week,
until that moment where
I
Angel
play
Boy
like
fell.
more.
Yeah, a couple of hyper
than-
supers coming in now with Semantic and Boss dashing forwards. They
something
get a couple of
hours, man.
kills, and that safe is quickly
I
falling
remember I
down.
was
Angel Boy
playing
going
the
really
Brawl
aggressive,
Guardian
but
or something
I think
else.
this is just defeat waiting to happen for Foot Esports
But
at
right
the
now,
moment.
I don't
Penny
play
turret still
Roblox
unsafe.
because I play Brawl
Fiery
anymore.
damage burning down, and Boss
Me and
alive
Loki
on the
in the
left-hand
Brawl
side to add more to it as well.
Yeah, nothing that Foot esports can do now.
Bro,
Now that
why
the
they're
penny turret is
8K?
fully
Because
locked
there's no
in
point.
its hypercharged state.
No,
And this one is
no,
done and dusted
no.
for this first game. No questions asked. Really,
What plan
really
are they
strong
doing?
performance here from Humble. And this penny pick that we kind of question coming in, really, really
What
paying
plan
off in
are
that
they
sense.
doing?
Again, that trusty spyglass gadget that they're able to then lock onto the safe with, it can just cause so much damage.
Absolutely, it really is. Like,
Ooh,
a great
no,
thing to have.
man.
They did a good job off the start not
Foot,
feeding it, I feel.
please,
Like, it took a
Foot.
while
I
for
used to
Penny
play
to get the
with
turret,
Ryvx,
but as soon as
now.
she got control, got the turret,
Brainrot
it became
and
really
one
difficult
grind
for Foot to do
game
anything
at no
about.
chance.
Angel Boy cycled a few
But
fanstorms
for
here and
real,
there, but there was just way too
Brainrot
much damage so
everywhere.
early on from Humble.
Angel
One
Boy
hour grind
once
game
found
and no
nothing but a
chat
salty
yet.
battle on the face
Chat.
there. really quick moves in.
baddest
Semantic
update I guess
is
they've
now
ever
all
done
alone.
in the
We have to
history
do
of
too
the
much
game.
there. Pops dancing flame gadget for a bit of
People get
desperation, in
safe
my
or
opinion,
no
but
what, man. But that
not able to
update
advance forwards as for esports. Really struggling now to crack through Humble.
Yeah, they got that turret down,
Also,
but Semantic
Robert
probably shouldn't be
doesn't
too
feel
far
the
off another one
same,
at this
bro.
point. Damage-wise, it's only 2%
Feels
done.
more
Boss
like a
dashing
private
forwards
game,
now,
not
actually
an
just goes for
online
the
game,
kills with some
actually.
control instead. Gets the
Only
1-4.
because it feels romantic
Now,
because you see
the
the
damage
players
start
when you
coming
play
down.
with
Penny
your
turret
friends.
there, Lukey on the mid.
Like
Boss
they're
waiting in the
close to
wing
you, like
to try and get some
you
damage
said.
done.
Like you're close to
This
each other,
is
you
really,
know.
really good from Humble.
Same
This
place.
turret doing so much of the work, and
Okay, let's look into
need
my
to get
turn.
out of this spawn, but they're
Foot
too
is
low to
losing.
do so. Angel Boy falls, not can't
Please,
do much
Foot,
too much
no,
position.
no.
Finalized by Lukey there, and again it's the same story,
Bro,
rinse and
Lukey's
repeat.
bringing my head.
Turret locked on, allowing that safe damage to crack and putting the pressure onto Foot. It's like the best kind of form of Chuck.
Byron,
It's so much
come
better in
on.
terms of control. It's more
Yeah, keep
reliable.
the turret.
Yeah, I mean, Semantic getting beaten down,
go.
but this turret's still doing so much. There's the burn. Doesn't find anything on safe, but should bring Lukey quite low. Down to one shot.
Okay.
There will be the final kill, and he doesn't actually go down either. Nice
Nice,
gadget to the right
nice.
side, but doesn't find any connection. Just a bit of pressure.
Yes, yes,
And
yes,
that
yes, yes, yes.
will, should be the crack, but actually they don't
Go.
even commit for it there.
Yeah,
It's going to be a
for losing,
real
man.
long game for Ford now if they don't get these.
Lose,
Yeah,
I have no
I
worries.
think he didn't want to outstay as well. That's a huge
That would
hyper
be
charge
best.
slash. Those Semantic will surely
Yeah, I
burn
guess
down
he's
to
going
it.
right now.
Throws out
He's
the hyper
keeping
charge turret,
an
but now
eye
Angel Boy
on-
might be able to get some damage onto it. He
on-
does.
on
It's taken
Noob
care of
and
now.
Angel Boy.
Humble for the first time being
And
tested
cookie the
on
house at the same
defense.
time.
Yeah, Angel Boy just going up now as well, and ooh, might be able to get him there as well. Fanstorm
Boy,
available,
the
Lukey
heist.
low. Oh, he gets taken down by the picked up
Oh,
bit of
no.
ammo. And Gessie.
Oh no,
Some
he's
couple of
dead,
heals
he's
in the
dead.
back, but here's the hyper charge from Boss. That should clean him up.
Oh,
but nicely traded, I will
yes,
say.
let's go.
25 seconds on the clock and still a chance for Foot.
No,
It's a
no,
little
let's
bit
go,
premature
Noob.
there, but Nob might be able to get some damage done with a burn. But he's 187
No,
HP.
actually, not
He can't
Noob,
push
no,
anymore. And this safe is
Safe
really
me.
quite teetering now. There's some damage to get it through that crack. But
That
they,
is
they've
easy.
still not equalised. Humble have got to continuously go here. Angel
go,
now
some
getting
damage,
super
some damage,
fast.
some damage.
Oh, he stops
No.
Boss, but he's not going to be able to stop him for long
Ah,
enough. The
no,
entirety
they
of Humble
lost,
to go and get the
man.
damage that they
No.
need. This one is going all the way to a fifth and final set.
No.
I mean, he almost caught him. He
No,
almost
it's a
did,
big
but there was just no
massive
teammates there to
progress.
get the remainder of the damage when he did, and he went down
This
regardless.
is not
Really good from
good.
Humble, I will say. A great draft, it really is. I don't think there was many issues that I had with that. Foot had the chances in the second game, but I don't think there was a time where Humble won't have felt in control of that outcome.
So many 3-2s today. We definitely get
Man,
our money's
no good
worth.
that
This is the
happened.
grand final. Worthy of a grand final. Humble take this
What you
set,
gotta
and that
replay?
first
Hope they
pick
lost.
Penny
No, I
actually
don't
pays off.
even
We
want
did
to
not
say-
really
to
think
see
that she
the
would be
replay,
this
like the
good,
replay.
but yeah, they did a phenomenal job
They
on
just
them. Boss also super strong in that melody
sold
on the
that
other
shit.
side. I did not love the Ember. I'm not sold on that pick.
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame you for it. It didn't seem to do massive
After
amounts.
this
It had
live
a
stream,
few
I'm gonna
moments here and there.
upload the short
but
so
a
you can
lot
watch.
of the Byron's heals being wasted on Gesty for no real
Well, I'm not
reward
watching the
either.
replay right now.
I mean, Amber can be
I don't want
picked up
to
in
watch
North
that.
America quite a lot in this very map, but to me, it's a poor man's melody. It's not really going to do much. I mean, the
For
melody
real,
is by far
yeah,
the more
bro.
superior pick, and you can see that on Boss's head. 10 takedowns,
Bro,
14
look
for
at
Lukey.
the
We,
stats.
again, were so much expecting that as the first
Come
pickup.
on.
And they had the guts to leave it until the later stages of the draft. I mean, for all intents and purposes, for Esports could have snapped it up. It didn't.
Yeah, and look at the save damage of Semantic. That was just the perfect composition play by them. In their
What
hands,
do you mean
Lukey on the
perfect,
Pierce,
man?
it's going to be even better. Penny for the save damage and
2-2
the other
now.
just for control, for the kills.
I
super
predicted
well
for
executed,
Foot.
well drafted. Humble is looking
win.
much stronger than in the semi-finals.
Foot can
And
can't
this is the
lose
thing.
right now.
I feel like every 3-2 today has just been so back and forward. It hasn't been one team running away with it and then coming back with a reverse sweep. It's been a really balanced 3-2, 2-2. Though
Please,
it will be a
Foot.
3-2, but. I still think anybody can win it. It just really depends on this draft because it seems like the drafts have been deciding this matchup so far because they're so evenly skilled.
Yeah, for me, for this next map as well, Shooting Star really wide open. You know, I mean, it's going to be a tough thing to see. You know, if it goes one-sided actually.
Oh
and
my
for Esports,
days.
definitely going to be feeling this pressure now. But they have been here before today against Heretics, as have Humble versus Novo. So, you know, both teams really put
Guys,
through their paces.
just
You can just
stage
feel the
5
energy
left.
of EMEA has been elevated this month,
No.
and like everyone's been really
Next time I
pushing
need
that,
to
that sort
make
of
my
boundary
description, bro.
and keeping
I
foot
got
on their
more
toes.
views like this.
We get 4 3-2s today. I'm just so happy. EMEA is truly delivering Now
Barty.
that would deliver even more if Humble would actually win it all. And we have a new winner this month. Still my secret
Shooting
wish.
star
It's not that
map.
secret, I guess. My very often mentioned wish of this month. We're going to be at Shooting
Yup,
Star,
Chunk.
an old classic. Whenever I think Brawl esports, I think of this map. Chloe's going to be banned out once more, so it's now confirmed
man,
we
come
will
on.
not see him played out a single
What
time.
is Sematic
in
gonna
EMEA today.
pick?
It's
Pierce.
Saturday. It really is. Pierce going to come in there,
Bro's
and
a piece.
no surprise. And I
Humble's a
think we can
Pierce
guess
lover or what?
who will be playing that. Lukey has been popping off on it all day long, so would not surprise me if
Yup,
he gets
miss.
that brawler once more. Expecting the long range
Bro,
here,
they
not saying
talk
that
too much, man. I
anything
don't
too
want to hear
aggressive
about
ruled out,
Humble, man.
but
I want to
the
hear
competitive of
nothing
this map has
about
definitely
Humble.
moved on
My
from
friend
its, like,
is a
2022,
Humble fan,
long
and
range shot
I'm a
to
Foot
face.
and a Totem
I'm
fan.
surprised it wasn't
So if
banned,
Foot
honestly.
loses,
I
that's
mean,
gonna
if they
be
hadn't
horrible,
done, they could have
man.
shared that
I'm
Gene
gonna prove to
ban. I
him
mean,
that Foot is
I just
better.
don't know whether Gene's
Come on,
the
Foot,
best
come
of
on,
bans. I
come
think
on,
that
okay.
maybe for me, if I'm Foot Esports, Pierce is the
Stop
best
doing
and they're going to come in. But
random
also, there's gonna
things.
be
What
Jay
picked
Young
Angela?
left open.
Guesty.
Could be
Oh
potentially
man,
an
do you think
option
Angela
here
can
as
cook
well.
this map, y'all?
See, Bell, I'm open to it. I mean, seeing some good results, but it's kind of a map that's so open anyway that you're just able to kind of have more space to maneuver. Cars, they can still be viable on this particular map as well. Brothers like Max can certainly come in and really throw the handle on things. We saw already Zeta running down with, BB and Max. I mean, it's kind of wild, but it can work.
Angelo versus
Just Byron's fault?
snipers already on the field. Byron
Last
coming in,
match?
another sniper here,
Byron's
but also
fault.
giving some heals to his teammates. Not really sure what they're gonna play in the mid so far. Usually
Wait,
that's
there
either
was
a thrower or
Byron
something with a
did
bit
last
more
round, no?
aggression.
Who
Someone
was
to pick up
there?
the blue spar, Carl, Kaze,
Remember
Kenji
Amber?
would be some of those picks. Let's see what's it gonna be in the end. Of course,
So,
Jean always
Byron
an option here,
and
but
Guess-
he's banned
Byron
out.
and
Maybe
Angelo
our
for
team
Foot.
Usually picked alongside a Jean to give him a bit more damage with his spray shot. Let's see
And
what's it gonna be. It's gonna be
Kaze
Kaze. So
Spears.
blue star for the side of
For
Humble so
Humble.
far.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it seems. And I like the Kaze as well because
he didn't hit the
it has
save,
the ability
Byron.
throughout the fan storm, kind of disrupt where people are shooting. The dash
I mean,
you're
he
going to be able to
did,
have with
but
the other
it
super
was
and
low
the damage
damages.
along with it as well. It's just really versatile when you're switching forms on a map like this. And you're able to hunt down these one-shot brawlers of Angela.
Brawl's
and Byron.
life
You're not going to have
is-
that much DPS against
Brawl's
you either, at
life
least at
is
close
Byron,
range. So
but bad.
We'll see what they round that out with. I'm surprised if it's going to be something long-range again because they're going to need it to face off against the Byron and Angela.
Oh
I'm
gosh,
surprised it
man.
wasn't RT, honestly.
This bro is
That's
so skilled,
definitely
but
kind
I
of where
don't
I'm
like
looking out
really
for
play
esports
this.
now.
Especially against Kaze.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of need something that's going to be able to just amplify those shots and be a threat in that regard.
For the
I mean, I
empty
wouldn't even
space,
mind
yeah, but for
necessarily
the empty
Bells to
space,
be able
they
to mark
kept
her up, but,
killing
chasing
them
bombs
instead
could be
of
an issue with that. Jay
hitting
Young
the
would come in,
save.
and I mentioned that from the beginning.
So
It's
they
going to
take
be very good for
less
support. We've
risk,
got
but
double
they
hill
took
there with
more
helping
risk
hand of
than
Byron,
less.
but is it a bit overboard? It's going to have some versatility with the speed.
Okay,
also.
Jay Young for
Looking
Angel
more
Boy.
Gadget's certainly going to
Nob
cause
is
an issue
Byron.
for that Kaze if they want to go in on the assassination attempt. I mean,
And
pretty much
Guesty
you're a goner if you
is-
try it.
Yeah, I think just trying to keep the mobility up in general is maybe their game plan.
Yeah, Jay Young might be shocking,
because
but
Jay Young's
damage
surely gotta
be
able to
good because
provide
he
those
can like
slipstreams,
when you
get
attack
away
your
from the
friends,
Kaze,
they can
because
go faster.
It
So
does seem like they're lacking
it might
quite
help.
a lot of DPS
Let's see
overall,
who it's gonna
said the
do.
weekend warriors
Let's just
gonna be able to
play.
do it at times, but they should really time it. So
Come on, Foot.
he's
Come
gonna
on, Foot. Come on,
recharge
Foot.
that
Come on,
gap when
Foot.
they do go in, but this is a big draft and a risky one for a pretty
They've
decisive.
set 5-star.
I think for
Last
Humble
set.
especially,
in
considering
grand finals.
they've always suffered the curse and rarely getting a multi-final win,
I
mean, ever at this stage of the season. It's always left until the final moments, so they
Kill the
know
boss.
what it would mean to claim this set and
Good.
really cement themselves back on top in EMEA.
Joining me
Let's
might
see
be
now,
a
it's a
smart
pretty good
choice.
start
I
for
don't know.
esports here.
Can't
Yes,
predict.
outstaying as well, nice tap there as well onto Lukey into the mid. So far so good, but just the blue star still, and that lies with Humble.
Well, at least Semantic knows he's got the jump
Angelo.
now and not the piercing shot, so feels pretty
They
safe
get
behind
shut
this
out
wall
for
for the
1
most part,
second.
dashing in and
But they keep
switching
shouting
forms now,
up
trying to get
Humble all the time.
shots and a bit of super off
That's
Guesty,
the
but
problem,
the heals
man.
from Nob and Angel are just going to keep him in the
Talk
mix.
about Humble. I like Humble.
That Nob needs to be very careful.
We don't
because
care
Guesty's
if
like
Humble
really depends upon
wins.
these hills
It
coming
will
through.
lose 100%.
Nice master deflection away
I
again.
hope.
For Guesty has got super as well, but these
Let's
hills
cross our
do not
fingers.
look great. Staying
No,
outside
what
in
is
the middle, you can see it
Byron
coming a mile
doing?
away. He needs to get around that wall, needs to just
Bro,
not outstay
Nob
as
is
welcome,
trash
and
Byron
as a
as a
result,
noob.
Humblewood's still in their lead.
I mean, I think Angel Boy tried to help him out there, but actually ended up standing behind
Yeah,
him
for
and
real,
got
Angel
him
Boy's
hit by
trying to help
both
him
of
right
those
now.
shots, so a bit unfortunate in the end.
Yeah,
A
that's
nice
free
jump away
kill.
yet again from
That's he's
Guesty,
dead.
and a
He's dead.
shield
Yes.
with Boss. Guesty gets
Guess
the kill
Angel Boy's
eventually
cooking.
on
Nob
Semantic
is
with
doing
burning
nothing,
down
man.
thanks to being in that super. Angel Boy should die here, it does, so Pierce super
no.
seemingly wasted, but the lead.
Wasn't Angelo risky choice?
Boss low
Yeah,
here.
he's ass, bro.
Can't
Byron's
really be
ass.
much helping hand, so
Ass
not,
Byron,
as a
fully
result,
over.
pushing himself to his left-hand side. Nice gadget as well, going to smash
Bro, what's Byron doing?
Nice from him, but still the
His
guy stays
aim
standing.
is
Samantha
shit.
falls on the right-hand side, and Boy and Gessie trying to get away. Angel
No,
down to 110.
man.
It's going to require body blocking as well. The blue star foot. He's
For a
also
second.
on the run. Not
For
on
this
the
one.
left-hand side.
No,
Semantic knows it. Going to be going
no.
aggressive, but it's Lukey that secures it on the right, and there's no time for a
No.
response from Foot Esports. It's match point for Humble.
Byron, man.
Did he need to be that high up? I felt like he could have
Come
backed off
on.
quite easily then, but he kind of re-engaged, I feel.
If Humble
felt a little
wins
bit
another match,
overconfident in
we are
maybe getting the
cooked.
170 HP Gus who was
Foot,
still
win one
alive,
match,
but
so we're
I need to
equalized.
see a
Because
replay
right
to
now we
confirm.
are
I don't
2.5
know if they were kind of going to be
for
pushed
Humble
into the wall
and
and
just
killed
2 for
regardless.
Foot.
But it's going to be a
Please,
match
come
point
on,
for
come
Humble,
on.
and as you said, they
Can do
rarely
this one,
win
the
monthly
last
finals
game,
this
bro. I'm
early
not
on in the
gonna be
year, so it'll be a
proud.
big thing for them to
Foot.
do so, and kind
Please,
of
I
put them back
predicted
on
for
par with
Foot,
Foot
not
Esports in
Humble.
terms of points.
Foot need to win, and also I like
Pressure
Foot more.
mounting. The February
Oh,
monthly final
Byron's aim is
champions are
ass.
for esports.
Byron's
Who are
ass, man.
behind.
Byron's ass.
Semantic, oh, Angel Boy again, dicing with fire there, 700 HP,
He barely
nearly
is
surviving.
noob, not.
You can just feel the tension. It's really pressure creeping upon Foot now.
Gesty slowed, but instantly healed up by Angel Boy. They're trying a bit of a different thing this time with Angel Boy healing Gesty instead of Nob, and Nob will take that direct 1v1 match, but range against Boss.
Ooh,
Pierce with another super already, so they're going to have to be
dodge
cautious
for
about that.
Gesty.
Semantic yet again, dashing in,
I like
switching
that.
forms, trying to get a few shots. Gesty low, can he get the jump? And does. Angel Boy will find the connection onto him, but Nob now being singled out on the left-hand side.
It's just such narrow margins of error for esports, and Humble just don't really feel like
Oh,
they
no.
are under that much pressure. At least
Oh no,
that's how I'm
Byron, what are
interpreting
you
what I'm
doing,
seeing.
bro?
It's these moments here that if Angel Boy gets
Trash
keep
aim,
Semantic in this
trash
corner, they
Byron
can maybe
as
get something
hell.
done. But
Worst Byron
Lucas
I've
ready in the
seen.
range game. Boss as well, the
He gives
lovely
them free
cookie
kills.
from a gadget there onto Nob, almost securing his death, but no one's gone down yet, which I'm surprised at.
But just with that slipstream manages to evade the Pierce super. Still back in spawn. Humble having a lot of pressure against them now. Boss getting hit hard, but Angel Boy moving
30 seconds
forward.
left.
Semantic
One
low.
kill,
Might need
one
to switch
kill.
forms here, but
Yeah.
doesn't have it in time.
We're
Two
now
of them
gonna
go
run away.
down.
Foot.
On three.
Keep there,
As
and then run
Foot
away.
Team White
Run
Humble
away
with 30
now.
seconds left.
But look at this, though. Realistically, this is going to be
Oh
a
no, I think Foot is
and
good.
one other.
20
And
seconds.
that's
Angel
definitely
Boy
doable
is the
here.
healer,
The amount
and
of time
he's
the Humble have got to
the
be
reason
able to push
Byron is
forwards.
alive. Yeah, he's
If
the
they do so
reason Byron is
successfully,
alive. I
it
told
could be
you
a
that
final moment turnaround
J-Hawk
here as we
may
approach
be
the
a
final 15
good
seconds.
picky.
Chance of a dash in here as
30
Semantic
seconds.
gets the super.
No,
Pierce
don't
trying
die,
to pinch from the side. Gus there as
Byron.
well. Can he get a shield? There's
Trash
the Fanstorm
aim.
down. Gesty caught it with inside it. Angel Boy not being hit, and they
Oh
can't
no, we
find
might
anything
lose
on him at
because
the
of
moment.
Byron.
Not needs to be killed, and the other two just take off, go all the way up the map,
yes.
and we're going to be seeing a double
Yes,
match
Foot.
point up next.
That was the
Each
play,
one is 2.5.
honestly. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
2.5,
if you can't keep going down, then you've got to start going
Byron,
up.
yeah,
and
L Byron.
Humble
L
just
Byron.
didn't really seem ready for
We need
it, and
L
it just
Byron's
kind
in
of
the
left a
chat.
bit of an open gap, and yeah, that was
Bro,
really
we need
good
to-
play because
we need to
Nob
report
was
him.
really in a
Almost
terrible
ruined it,
spot,
yeah.
and
Imagine he had
it only
more gems.
required one other, really. Now, double match point, one game to determine who
Yeah,
is gonna be
one
our
game to determine, please,
monthly final
please.
champion in the EMEA.
Well, Blue Star again going Humble's way, but it's a question of whether or not they want to keep on playing this defensive game and eventually be caught out and killed, or if they want to actually take the fight.
I
to
pinned the
Freeze.
message.
Looks like they're going to
L
do
Byron.
what I said first and just sit back and play
Please.
the same game and hope they don't get picked
Ah,
off
sorry,
again.
it got off for
If
one
Humble loses
second.
now, they'll be absolutely kicking themselves for esports.
Please.
Starting to
Please,
scrutinise
Byron.
this
No,
score,
no,
so
what
Semantic
did
knows he's
Byron
got to try to make a
doing?
move. But that Master Fletcher still on hand for Guest. He's so quick to the thumbs to use
Where's
it.
them Young?
And Semantic now not really getting
Yes,
much
too.
value as a
Bro,
result.
Byron's aim is
Kind of
oh
dashing
my
in,
days.
dashing out,
Yeah.
trying to feel out his
I
opponent.
think he
bait
plays
this
with
gadget,
Leon
maybe.
or something
But I
else,
guess
bro.
he'll only be about getting it back
Wow,
now.
the aim. I like the aim, by the
Angel Boy
way.
trying to go in,
We
find
need
a few
this
shots.
to put it on a clip.
Nothing's happening. It's just
I
a
need to
stalemate.
put the full video on
Well,
how.
Humble know that they've got the blue star,
Oh.
so realistically here, put overextend.
Noob.
They will extend
Yeah,
their lead.
he's
Semantic
fine.
low here. Angel Boy going to be in a tough spot as well to be able to get out
Ooh,
of
he
this.
killed that,
Goes
Angel Boy, I
depending on
didn't saw
Guest,
that.
he's low himself. Humble, boss, top left.
So,
He's
coming.
low. Semantic coming in.
Angel
This
Boy,
is going to be a
Angel
matter of
Boy.
time. Can Angel Boy do it?
Ah.
No. It's 4 stars on the blue, and Humble extend the lead by 2.
Yeah, I mean, that was.
No,
I mean,
we
he
need
couldn't
everybody
get
to be
out, but he
back right here
massively
fast.
overstayed there, and it was inevitably was going to go
Please.
down. Guesty now on the right hand
Please,
side,
Foot.
still trying to take
Please,
the same
Foot.
matchup, but a hypercharge
Please,
available
Foot.
for Angel Boy now. So
Please, Foot.
bit of speed, can
Please,
switch
Foot.
modes fast, and
Please,
that's going to be
Foot.
good
Please,
in the
Foot.
dying
Please,
seconds when it
please,
comes down to
please,
it.
please,
Fanstorm
please,
used to push them back, and he needed to get that
please.
done because he was really pinched in there.
Please, no.
Yeah, I'm surprised that
Byron,
Angel
why
with the
are you
hypercharge. I
here?
guess he just didn't try to
Why don't you
outrun it
use
and
this,
go
Byron?
for it. Now 20 seconds. It's
Please.
go time for Foot. So
Okay.
they've just got to find some
Then you
match
want
here. They go for the left hand side.
Yes.
Gets low as well.
No.
It's 4 to 4, but the
You're
Blues still
right,
have Humble
Marine.
here, who are pushed into a corner.
No.
10 seconds.
Well, both of them low now.
Come on,
Boss joining them
come
in
on.
this right corner. They're going to get pinched in massively.
Keep on.
Luki hit hard, but they can't get the piercing shot through. Angelboy doesn't get it either. Semantic still survives. They get an extra one. And a trade will see Humble win it all. They are going to be your March Monthly Final champions for EMEA.
A massive win for the former world champions.
Don't want to. What do you
Came
mean
down
world
to the
champions,
wire.
bro? Don't want to watch
Mere
this anymore.
seconds separating these two teams, and the gap in the EMEA between Foot Esports and Humble has been very much closed now. These are the top two
How
moving
he
into
lost?
April. You've got to keep your eye on them.
I do want to confirm they did just
So I'm
win,
gonna
right?
watch
Because
it
that looked like a
during
very
play
losing
yeah?
player cam.
No, they're killing me, they're
I do
killing
like
me,
it because
they're
they all
killing
looked so sad. Like Boss looked defeated, Luki was leaning
How can
over.
this happen,
like
man?
you just thought they'd be more happy.
Proof of their paces, I think, is fair to say. I mean, like they've just been through the motions, and it's been a long day. I mean, I think they can barely believe themselves.
Good.
Humble has no energy left anymore to celebrate. They almost played the maximum amount of games today, coming out of a 3-2 in the semi-finals already, now making it a double match point. Also here in the grand finals.
Okay, let's
The quarterfinals
see.
look kind of simple
Who's
for
next
them. You know, it
final
was a
against
3-0
who?
versus Madrid, but after that, they had to play every single set, and we are looking
Man,
at these
this
last
our
moments once more.
last
Luki
set.
came so close to dying there, but Boston Semantic
Always
were ready to
add,
body
bro.
block. Even got 2 more kills here. Semantic on the Kaze,
No.
closing
Look,
out
bro,
the
he's
game for
adding.
his team. All 3 members of Humble played out of their minds today, and we see some feelings here from the side
Oh,
of
they lost the
esports.
grand
Angelboy
final.
not too happy here, but they can still be proud of themselves. They did make 1 and 2 in month 1 and 2.
That's
so
not
far.
good.
I mean, you can't complain about that
Not
at all.
good.
Like, obviously, it's been the flip for these two teams, 1 and 2, 2 and 1. So we're going to be pretty
That's
tight
not
on
good.
points for the top 2. But these seem the front runners for the Brawl Cup qualification at the moment, and I'd be surprised if anybody else is going to challenge them for these spots because they are, yes, they're 1 and 2 in the leaderboards, but they do feel like number 1 and 2 in the region. The semi-finals were close, so it's definitely, in terms of skill and synergy, getting closer at the top. But these two just seem to have the best.
We had tons of close matches today, 4 3-2s in the end. I'm super happy about this overall, and EMEA has proven to be
Oh, you
one
happy,
of the most
man.
competitive, if not
You're
the
happy
most
for what?
competitive
For Hum?
region once more.
I genuinely feel, and I know we're biased here on the desk, right? But I genuinely feel like EMEA.
No.
I mean, look at this.
He's
I
the
mean,
one.
4
Even
3
Navi
2s.
lost.
It really has
Bro.
been,
If
just an insane
Tottenham
day in
lost
terms
too.
of closeness.
Bro,
I mean,
what?
Foot Esports and Humble are literally
Foot and
separated, in my
Tottenham, they
opinion, by
lost today,
a matter of
bro.
seconds, as we saw in that game of
Tottenham
Bounty. But,
didn't even
you know,
make it to
I was overly impressed
semi-finals.
with East Asia
Right.
yesterday. I felt the grand finals didn't really feel like I had that
Okay,
level of
this-
caliber that I felt.
I need to
like
take it as a
needed to
screenshot.
Keep the competition flowing forwards for EMEA today.
So I
I
know
think
the
that the
stats.
race has now really got a lot closer.
I'm just super happy because we do, so far, have a new winner every single region. Let's see if SA and NA can deliver as well.
Yeah,
First,
you're so happy
before
to
we
have
head
any
over
single
to our
winner.
next
Yeah,
week,
I'm
and we
happy
first
to,
want to
I'm
finish
happy to.
off
I'm so
with
happy.
talking to
So happy
the
I have
winner
the
of
one.
the day. Welcome, Semantic, to the
Bro,
show.
what the hell?
Are you out of breath? Any
This is
energy
a
left after
bad
this
game,
2-3-2
bro.
series?
Bad luck. Tottenham lost.
Oh, hello,
every first time.
Thank you for
The
having me.
foot
I am
just went
completely
down.
exhausted. You don't believe it. We have been
All
grinding our
because of
asses
love
off.
with Bayern.
We have been working so hard. We got surprised by Foot with the bans and everything. We needed to work everything on the
Oh,
fly.
man,
And
gonna
this
be
time,
live
I don't know
next
how, but
time,
it somehow worked
Friday.
out. And I do think we threw way too much in the grand finals. I do think
Get
we could
ready
have
for the
rookie won a bit
stream,
earlier. If maybe I
gonna
didn't
be
do so many
Friday.
mistakes or like some situations could have been
20
different. But we definitely take a
No,
W.
Friday is
And
gonna
I'm so
be
glad to be back at the number 1 slot.
20,
After
Gonna be 20
the
March,
second
20
place
March.
finish last month, how
5
good
days.
does it
In
feel
5 days
to
on our
take the
stream.
title this
We're gonna post a short.
We
Today,
literally
in 1
beat
hour.
the second place curse. That is literally on us. World final second place. Monthly
Oh,
finals.
man.
The amount of
We're gonna
second
end
place
the
we have,
stream in
I
5
cannot
minutes.
count. I'm pretty sure we have a team with most second places in
Let's
EMEA.
see what's gonna happen
I'm just
here.
glad to
See my
finally win again, like.
predictions.
I
am
hope we're not
almost
gonna keep a trend of second
25K
places and gonna go
trophies.
over to win more multi finals.
Be honest, after that close match versus Novo, did you expect to take the titles today?
I don't know what was wrong. What went
Bayern
wrong with us
lost.
in Novo. I think that
Bayern
draft
is
was really
okay
solid.
the whole month.
I was really surprised
Bro,
for that. They
Bayern
played insane
didn't
good, honestly. I
kill
didn't
them.
think that. I definitely knew they were a good team, but I didn't think we were gonna
The whole
set 5 against them. So that was
esports
crazy.
To lose.
We did well play to them, and yeah, we definitely were shaking them. I'm not gonna lie.
What made the difference for you today? Why did you only come second last month? Why were you able to beat Foot Esports today?
Tragic.
I think. Honestly, Sonny, you tell me.
Even
Because
Tottenham lost to
I
Nova
was placing
Sport.
first place every single time. I have no
How?
idea, Sonny. Tell me, what's the difference?
Don't pick Bull against them is something we figured out today.
Really? But like,
And
but
when
didn't I like
Jessica, yeah,
Sneaky
and
Field's
when
Bull really good
Jessica.
against them?
You
that
did,
worked.
but
But
they-
then dueling builds didn't work.
I think from the 5 matches they played against the Bull, they won 4 of them. Just saying.
Yeah, but
That's
we won
not
with first
good
50, I don't know,
info.
whatever.
You
I
were
know.
the only ones to win. That's very true. Finally, Semantic, any messages to your fans who were supporting you today?
First of all, shout out to Humble. Look at this chain, by the way. It looks so cool. It's a Humble chain. Shout out to all our fans who have been supporting us, even though we keep getting second places, even though we literally lost grand finals of Worlds. They keep
Don't
being there, they
show
keep supporting
Humble,
us, they
man.
keep
I
coming to our
want to
watch
see
parties and whatever not. Thank you very much for every single support out there. And I hope I see you at World Cup. If you're not coming, so be there. Because my goal is to be there and my goal is to bring World Cup. So join us.
If you do make it to Brawl Cup, I want one of those necklaces, please.
What does it mean?
Oh, I waited 1 year for that, Funny. I don't know if you can get it. I'll try, but chances are not there,
That's a
Sonny.
tough one. That's a tough one for me. But anyway, congratulations once more. You are the March monthly finals winner in EMEA. We have 2 new winners so far this month. I'm super happy about that. And now celebrate well.
EMEA
Thank
is
you.
a bad word.
Thank you so much for your time, Semantic.
Esports, no?
That was truly a beautiful finish of a beautiful day.
No,
4
beautiful
3
finish,
2s
no, beautiful
overall.
day.
I'm
Worst
so
day.
excited that we get to see
Tottenham lost,
so much Brawl
Foot
Stars
lost.
today. Ark, we had
Imagine
some
Foot
phenomenal plays all
And
day long.
Tottenham will be in
Yeah,
the
it has
finals,
really
in
been
the
an
grand finals.
explosive day in
I'll be
EMEA.
happy
So
for
many highlights and
one
so
of them
many
to win. I
clutch
don't know, actually,
moments
it
here as
depends.
well to reflect back upon us.
Okay,
This was
let's see
really
to
one of my
the
favourites
replays.
here. You see Garrett boxed in there and really just waiting for that to go down.
Almost
against the
1
clock,
hour
and then
streaming.
Threads the needle with that super just in the nick of time there to keep Navi in the question. And this as well, Joker with these cycles and these hurricanes, really trying to just buy as much time for his team as the seconds, again drawing down, and yet still Novo Esports are able
This is
to
the
secure the
quarterfinals.
final.
Joker.
Saying, like, you know, it was just one of those moments where I thought Reply to had it, and here, who can forget this with Guesty,
Good.
this amazing
Oh, they
team
played
wipe
Spike
there,
today?
Bob goes down the hypercharge swipe, despite the hurricane there. There it is, the final blow, and it just kept Foot Esports really on the tail there. Really,
Kiss
just, I mean,
or Mac.
amazing in EMEA today.
Which of the teams did surprise you the most today, Trev?
I mean, it's got to be Novo, right?
Yeah.
From coming from,
Want to play
from
Brawl
coming from no
Stars?
qualification
Me?
last month, being forced to make a roster change, bear in mind, by now.
Not right now because I'm gonna upload a short.
I don't think it could have gone any better for them. They pick up Meow,
Don't
obviously he's
say
a
it.
seasoned veteran. We know he's going to be a
remember.
good player, but it's just a question of whether or not he's going to be able to fit in time. The synergy works.
Yeah, I want to play
barrier.
Banana right
Exactly,
now.
they bounced through
After,
the
maybe after.
qualifiers,
Type your
beating
super
SK.
slide in the
Yeah.
chat.
And
Did I
now
do
they've
or
beaten
no?
Reply Totem and come very close to beating
Humble of all
If you had
teams.
typed
It's like
me,
they
you
almost
know,
beat
I
the
don't
winners in
remember.
the
If not, type me your
semi-finals.
super
They
slide
beat
right
SK and
now
Totem,
before I end
and
the
then, you know,
stream.
3 of the most notorious teams in Brawl Stars. So I've got my eyes on Novo.
Ryan,
I'm hoping they do big things this year because I think they've got exactly what it takes.
I hope we see them again
Rush.
next month. And now they can say they only lost to the
She's
champion
the
today. So that's a
best.
great
Okay.
success in
I'm
itself
gonna add you.
already. This has been the most picked brawler or the most picked brawlers of the day. A little bit of a different image than yesterday, Ark.
Yeah, I mean, I know that Kenny is loving this. I mean, who would have thought coming into EMEA that Gale was going to be in this lineup? I mean, rough support, I get that for sure. Kaze for sure. There's always been very much the better in EMEA. Really surprised by Chester in a nice way. I feel like that's maybe some of the East Asia are missing a trick of things. Really focused their attention on Charlie. That was really what East Asia did. Whereas for EMEA, slightly different. Leaving the Charlie side, really focusing on the Chester, and I think the versatility which that Brawl brings gives some more options.
Compared to the
Most
older
banned brawlers
8
for
picks,
you
which
here
has been
as
lower.
well. I really like the Chester. He
Fun
was
was
not only
banned.
popping off quite a lot in the picks, but also in the bans.
Chester. Oh, there's Gene.
Yeah, I mean, you
Ziggy
see
yeah,
Ziggy
that
wasn't
doesn't
even
impress me
played.
either.
That's why he's
All
got
of them
no
are
win
like
rate there. But Gene,
really
low
good.
win rate.
Crow is one of the
Crow, 0%
strongest right
win
now.
rate.
Chester is
Otis,
super
obviously
cool
being
play. Have a
a
lot of
great
brawlers.
brawler.
Otis
It's been
can
banned out a lot
rage
when
bait.
it slips
Gene
through.
can
You know
bring
it's going to do
brawlers
well
to
into
kill
the
them
current
easily,
meta.
and Ziggy
Same
can
with
like
Jester. It's the most
control
picked, the
the
most
other
banned.
brawlers,
I think
control
that
their
says something
level,
about the brawler as
so
well.
your teammate
Fresh
can
this month,
go
we also
into-
have global
Thank you so much for
brawler
showing
bans,
me
something
the
we
world
did
champion.
not ever have
No
in the
problem,
BSU
man.
before. This
Hope you
is your
enjoyed this.
EMEA graphic. Here we have Glowy
All
banned out
global match
6 out of
bans.
7 times. Mortis showed up
Glowing.
quite often as well. Very different
One
from
Ruffs,
yesterday.
one
Honestly,
Great,
Bull and
one
Crow
BB,
were
2
the
Bulls,
most
2 Leon, 2
globally
Spike,
banned
3
brawlers
Gold, 3 Mina,
yesterday.
3
And
Ams,
then
4
Glowy
Morris,
still
and
had,
6
I
Glowy.
think he was banned out every
banned
single
Glowy.
time except 3 matches
That's a lot.
overall, or 3 games overall. So those are probably the brawlers you want to have banned out either in the global stage or in the regular bans at the moment.
You can see it, but Trav genuinely did the 6-7.
I was just
It's
ignoring
like,
him.
Gaslighting.
I
Why are you
I need to
gaslighting?
say this because
He's
it was
gaslighting
the
me.
cringiest
Nah, he's
thing.
gaslighting me.
And behind
That's
the
crazy.
scenes,
That's
that
crazy.
just happened.
That's crazy.
So,
That's crazy.
Trev, as we turn our attention to the leaderboard, do you want to mention who's in spot 6 and 7?
No, because I listen,
Neither,
Gaslight Me,
boy.
I'd never do something
No,
like that.
let's
Humble
put
back
it
on top,
second.
though,
Oh,
in the
Totem's
number one
fourth.
spot,
Okay,
and Foot
okay.
in second,
Cool.
174. Heretics and Totem behind
is
them on
here,
106.
and Foot is
So
here.
they're
No,
doing
we
pretty
can
decent as well
let
to be in that top
Humble
four. Navi, regardless of a
always
couple
the
of
first.
first-round exits, are
Only
still ahead of
monthly.
Nova, who
There
almost
will
made
be
it to the
another
finals
one.
today. Met
March,
Sport, who
and
didn't
don't
even make it
forget,
today, and the same as
it's gonna
SK
be
Gaming,
each
still
month
sitting down there in
till
7th
the
and 8th. So
world
we've had some,
champion.
a bit of changes
All
in
the
terms of
players.
who's been in the monthly finals in this region. That's
So
why,
close.
you know,
Yeah,
those guys
2
who
points,
didn't even
man,
make
2
it here
points.
or have made it to one monthly final are still sitting in the top 8.
2 teams
Foot
of the
is a
EMEA
great
region
team.
will make it to the
I'll be
Brawl
honest,
Cup, but for
Humble
now,
is a
Foot
strong
Esports
team.
and Humble are looking
But I
the
don't
best
like
at
him, so
claiming
I can
those
say it's a
tickets.
great team,
If
you
you
know?
want to see them live, you better get
Not
yours
that I
as
like it,
well.
but
VIP tickets, unfortunately,
I can accept
already,
that
or
lose from
let's say
Foot.
excitedly, already booked out completely, but you still can get normal tickets. You still can get the pin that you get alongside it, so make sure to get those there. Any last thoughts on the EMEA monthly finals in March?
I mean, just incredible. It really is. And, I think that this region is so incredibly competitive. We're going to see so many teams rolling in and out
Yeah,
of the
it's so
monthly finals,
crazy
new faces
competitive.
every month,
That's
new winners
actually
every month by the looks
a
of
good
it,
one.
and how close a lot of these games would be. So many 3-2s, and just great Brawl stars all around.
Yeah, super enjoyable. I think the level of competition has really taken a lift despite
Yeah.
the same grand final. And there's a lot of people that are lining up now to challenge those big challenges. I feel like we may not have seen the end of our roster
Won't
changes
forget
as well. I
us
feel like
play.
there's going to be more
Never forget
controversy,
that,
more
bro.
drama,
Never forget
and
that.
more great Brawl stars.
Imagine it was the
Thank you
World
so much
Champions
to
for the
all
whole
of you
year,
at home
and they
for
sell
tuning
like
in
this.
today. We see you next weekend for South and North America.
Next weekend, South and North America. Oh, Tribe is playing. Tribe is playing, no way. Yeah, Tribe gonna play next week. Oh, let's see when he's gonna play. North America and South America. Loud is gonna play too. This guy is gonna play. Thank you. See you next time for more monthly finals action. Now, guys, hope you all enjoyed today's live stream. If yeah, don't forget to like, to subscribe. Also, I'm gonna be streaming, as I said, next Friday and Saturday, maybe Saturday, but that is not planned for me. Add me in Brawl Stars. Okay. Bro, it's just yelled. Rush. Rush. Cease. I sent you, man. 32K. Ooh. I sent you a friend invite. Let's see my prediction. Misspelled. South America going live in 21 of March. 3 p.m. EDT. Yes, we can stream that. We can stream that. Guys, we're streaming South America. And North America is Monday. No, we can stream North America. No. But we can stream South America, though. Okay, that's gonna be good. See results. Bro. Oh my god. So guys, if you enjoyed today's stream, Byron, thanks. Yeah, I added you. So yeah, if you enjoyed today's stream, don't forget to like, subscribe. Also, gonna upload